Hello everyone. So today I'm going to talk briefly about restitution of conjugal rights. So marriage under matrimonial laws is a union which binds two people to one another, thus imposing certain marital rights and duties against each other. But the most important of which is that the spouses live together under the same roof and start their own family. Therefore, after the solemnization of the marriage, if either of the spouses, without a reasonable reason, refrains from fulfilling his or her duty against the other spouse, then the latter has a legal right to file a petition for restitution of conjugal right. The court, after hearing the petition and on being satisfied with the petitioner, may pass a decree of restitution of conjugal rights. So, what is basically restitution of conjugal rights? So, restitution means restoration. So, when a person's conjugal rights or marital rights have been violated, a person can approach the court, asking him, asking the court to restore the marital rights for him. So, by a bare reading of the act, so in layman's terms, we can say that the restoration of marital rights. So but before diving into what the law means, it is important to know what a conjugal right essentially is. So, conjugal right is basically defined under Hindu law. So, marriage is considered as the most sacred ceremony in every law, every religion. It is considered as sacred ceremony, but in Hindu law, has its own holiness. It has his own holy. It is considered as a holy matrimony. The gods are bringing both the people together. So the ceremony of Saptabdi in a Hindu marriage imposes certain rights and duties upon both the husband and the wife. They have certain rights and duties to each other. So these rights and duties which are binding upon both the spouses under Hindu law are termed as conjugal or marital rights. So, certain important conjugal rights imposed on the spouses are to reside as husband and wife under the same roof, procreation, raising a family, providing if uh, uh, if it is a husband, it is like providing for the family uh, and etc etc. So moving further, so parties to a marriage have great aspirations for their married life, but many times things don't work and the parties have to go for a divorce. So, but divorce is a dire step, so which ends the relationship in its totality. So, therefore, when one of the spouses feels that there could be a chance to save their relation, he or she can file an application for restoration of conjugal rights to have a new start of their marital relationship. So it had the concept of restoration of conjugal rights had its origin in the feudal English law, so but was later abolished in the 1970s. So an important note to be made here is that this restitution could be sought for only in the case of a valid marriage. So moving further, a decree of restitution of conjugal right means that the respondent spouse is ordered to cohabit, means live together with the petitioner spouse and have to fulfill his or her duty against the other. So, under the Hindu Marriage Act or the Special Marriage Act, restitution is the only remedy which could be availed by a deserted spouse against his or her partner if he or she wants to continue with the marriage. So, uh, provisions of for restitution of conjugal rights is given under Section 9 of Hindu Marriage Act 1955, Section 22 of the Special Marriage Act 1954, and Order 21 Rules 32 and 33 of the CPC 1908. So there is a famous case in Sarojini Rani versus Sudarshan Kumar Chadda. So the Honorable Supreme Court, while validating the constitutionality of Section 9 of the Hindu Marriage Act, dealing with the restitution, observed that in cases of restitution of conjugal rights, the respondent spouse, so in that case, uh, the husband was the respondent spouse, becomes liable as per court's order. Uh, so he should cohabit with the aggrieved petitioner and fulfill his marital obligations. So this is a brief introduction about restitution of conjugal rights. So uh, please leave your comments about the topic, guys. Thank you.